The hidden story of the woman who calculated the trip to the moon by hand. They called her the human computer, and without her, NASA would not have conquered space. One astronaut trusted her calculations with his life, over the computers. Stick around and find out why. Would you trust your life to a mathematical equation? John Glenn, the first American to orbit the Earth, did. But he didn't trust NASA's new computers. He trusted the calculations of a woman, an African-American woman in an era of segregation, whose brain was America's most powerful secret weapon in the space race. This is the incredible story of Katherine Johnson. He trusted the calculations of a woman, an African-American woman in an era of segregation, whose brain was America's most powerful secret weapon in the space race. This is the incredible story of Katherine Johnson. Before supercomputers existed, there were human computers, and at NASA, one of the most brilliant was Katherine Johnson. In the 50s and 60s, in an environment dominated by white men, Katherine not only had to solve some of the most complex equations in history, but she also had to fight against discrimination every single day. Imagine it. You're asked to calculate the exact trajectory to launch a man into space and bring him back safely. A single mistake, one misplaced decimal, and it all ends in disaster. Katherine did that. She calculated the trajectory for Alan Shepard, the first American in space. Think that's incredible? Well, wait until you hear this. Comment below which quality you think was more important for her. Her intelligence or her perseverance. Keep watching. When NASA finally installed its first IBM electronic computers to calculate John Glenn's orbit, he didn't trust them. Before getting into that capsule, he said a phrase that would go down in history: "Get the girl to check the numbers." That girl was Katherine Johnson. If she said the calculations were correct, then he was ready to fly. And so it was. Katherine checked every number by hand, confirming the machine had not made a mistake. Only then, with her approval, did the mission move forward. John Glenn's flight was a resounding success and changed the course of the space race. But her most legendary work was yet to come, the Apollo 11 mission. Yes, the trip to the moon. Katherine was fundamental. She calculated the launch window and the trajectory that would take the Eagle to land on the lunar surface. While the world watched Neil Armstrong take that small step, the success of that mission rested on the calculations this woman had made with a pencil, paper, and a prodigious mind. If this story is already blowing your mind, hit that like button, because what she did on the Apollo 13 mission will prove why she is a true hero. 2 years later, in 1970, tragedy almost struck Apollo 13. An explosion in space left the astronauts stranded. The mission to the moon was aborted. Now the only mission was to bring them home alive. In the midst of the chaos, it was Katherine's backup calculations and procedures that helped chart a safe route back to Earth. Her precision and calm under pressure were, literally, the difference between life and death. For over 30 years, her work was a secret, a hidden figure. It wasn't until much later, thanks to the book and movie Hidden Figures, that the world came to know her name and her legacy. She broke barriers of gender and race, not with protest, but with the undeniable excellence of her work. She refused to use segregated bathrooms and fought to be in meetings where a woman had never been admitted before. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video for more.